We see a boy named Matthew Warner and his butler walk into a room. Suddenly, they notice something off and go to investigate, and that's when the kid notices both of his parents dead. Time goes by, and we see the kid talking with Bruce Wayne. As we find out that his dad worked with Bruce, he tells him how much his dad loved him, but that's when Matthew's butler says,
"Cream, Master Bruce."
Thank you, Taylor. That's a little joke I had with my father, Master Bruce. That used to make him laugh. He'd pretend I was... Oh no.
The kid gets sad and asks Bruce if the pain of losing his parents will ever go away. But Bruce replies that it most likely won't. So Matthew hugs his butler and tells him how much he misses them. After that, we see the arm of Victor Zsasz, a serial killer who carves a tally mark into his own skin for every person he kills. He takes a piece of paper and makes 2 new scars, and soon after we see Commissioner James Gordon investigating the murder. He tells Batman that the victims were stabbed, which is Victor's preferred way to kill. Gordon also explains that he investigated Victor and noticed 2 new scars on his arm, so with no time to waste. Zsasz. Batman tells him that they know about his new cuts and asks for more information, but Victor says he doesn't like talking. Batman reminds him that he's already serving a life sentence, so confessing to 2 more murders won't change anything. But Victor just looks at him, smiles, and says that he simply likes to cut things.
He was here, night of the murder.
Batman gets even more confused when Gordon admits that he watched the security footage and discovered Victor was in his cell on the night of the murder. Gordon tells him that someone must have killed for Victor and that he took the credit, but Batman insists that it's not Victor's pattern. He then asks for the letter that Victor used to cut himself, and that's when Batman realizes something.
Anonymous letter sent to dozens of prisoners. Arkham thought it was junk mail. They passed it on. They thought it might help.
And we see that some sentences from the letter are anadromes and reveal a location when read backwards. With no time to waste, Batman heads straight there, and as he steps into the building, he notices blood on the floor, so he opens the door and sees the parents of Victor Zsasz dead. He goes to Zsasz again, telling him that someone out there is copying him, making it look like Victor is the killer. He also tells him that he's responsible for it, since if it weren't for him, they'd still be alive. Victor gets angry, not because of his parents, but because he doesn't like someone copying his work. So he tries to attack Batman, but we see Matthew again, growing more and more frustrated after realizing that the police aren't getting any closer to finding his parents' killer. He tells Bruce that he can't sleep, can't rest, while Bruce tries to calm him down, saying that cowards killed Matthew's parents and promising they'll be brought to justice. But once again,
Another 2.
Batman and Jim notice that the arms indicate the time like a clock, and that everything seems connected to the number 2, just like Two-Face, who often bases his crimes around it. Jim and Batman start thinking that maybe Two-Face tried to frame Zsasz to throw them off, but then decided to show who's really responsible for the killings, since Batman and Jim were starting to get close to solving the case. But that same night, Bruce realizes that something doesn't add up. He notices mistakes at the crime scene, the kind Two-Face would never make, and understands that the evidence has been deliberately staged. The killer isn't Two-Face or Zsasz, but someone trying to imitate them. So Bruce goes back over the numbers and clues, which eventually lead him to 22nd Street, apartment 2202. And that's when we see...
Hello, Mr. Taylor.
The butler of Matthew Warner standing in the doorway. Mr. Taylor tries to escape, but Batman quickly catches him. The butler then falls into a lion pit and confesses to Batman that after the death of Matthew's parents, he gained control of their fortune, admitting that he was behind the murders. So with no time to waste, Bruce goes to see Matthew and delivers the news. Matthew becomes angry and afraid, insisting that without his butler, there's no one left to take care of him.
I won't leave you alone.
But Bruce tells him that he'll do everything he can to help. Matthew smiles and thanks Bruce, saying how awesome it is to have such a good person looking out for him.
I do what I can. I went through this too. There's no need to thank me for anything.
Yeah, you did it too, of course. I just hope, after all this, I can be like you, Mr. Wayne. I think that'd be just great.
Bruce goes back home, where Alfred tells him how disappointed he is in a man like Mr. Taylor, saying that people like him give butlers a bad name. Finally, Bruce sits down to eat with Selena, but that's when he starts thinking about the case. He begins to question the logic of blaming the killings on others, realizing that all the evidence and blame is...
It's fundamentally silly. It's almost childish.
Batman visits Matthew again and finds him scratching out his parents' names, replacing them with the names of Bruce's parents. Bruce tells him that after meeting with the butler again, the man confessed everything, revealing Matthew's obsession with Bruce Wayne and his desire to relive Bruce's life.
You don't understand, Batman, because you're part of them, part of the dark. You haven't suffered like me.
Matthew begins rambling about life and pain, while Bruce tells him that he can still help him.
Don't you know who I am? Master Bruce doesn't need help.
Listen, you are sick!
No, you're sick. The freaks are sick. Gotham is sick. Master Bruce is the cure. My parents died for this city. I watched them die.
Finally, at the end, we see Bruce talking with Selena while the boy smiles inside a psychiatric hospital.